Hello and welcome to another Rock Climber Life video. I am your host, Jeff Zafford, and today I have a technical tip. I hear lots of people talk about when they're making an anchor or when they're using carabiners on their harness or any of those instances, should the carabiners be oriented up or down? And that position depends. And lots of people, say, screw down so you don't screw up, or it should the carabiner should always screw down. Again, it depends. So the first case is when you have an anchor on the wall. When the anchor is on the wall in this position, all the climbers are on the ground or climbing. So you don't have access to these. So in this case, you should screw down. And the reason is when this is kind of bouncing around on the wall from the rope or from the wind or whatever else, all that vibration and movement, it can actually screw the carabiners. If you were screwing in the up direction, it can actually screw them down and they could potentially open up. Granted, this is probably a rare case, but it could happen, and we always take every measure we can to be safe, right? So when the anchor's on the wall, the gate, or the screw lock rather, should always screw in the down position. And that goes for the carabiners that are in the protection or the bolts, and the same on the rope. So the rope end here, again, the carabiners should screw in the down direction. And remember, a side tip, the carabiners should be opposite and opposed. I prefer ovals when top roping or bringing up a second. I prefer ovals because the rope lays in the center and they're not in some strange pulled position. So I prefer ovals. And then they should be opposite and opposed, which means when you squeeze both of them, they kind of make an X. So hopefully you can see that on the video. But when you squeeze both of them, they'll make an X. And that's properly opposite and opposed. And in this case, screwed down. Now, for use on your harness, okay? Okay, I always, whether it's a gree-gree or an ATC, have it in this position. And the reason is that, well, this is a Petzl ATC, and in this case, there's three spines to where the rope goes through. The middle spine is flush with the outer two spines. So you could, in this case, with this device, use it in this orientation. But with Black Diamond ATCs, I'm not sure about their ATC guide, but I know with their regular ATC, they are not designed to be used in this position. And it's because that middle spine is recessed. It's actually not as thick as the outer two. Okay, and you can look on the Black Diamond, the manual that comes with it, or online. They're not designed to be in this position. They're only designed to be used with the large part of the carabiner, not the skinny part. Okay, because you don't get the proper friction when it's in this position, because the device can the point can go up in the device slightly. So I hear people talk about, yeah, okay, well, when you're in this position, you're not screwing down. This would be when you lock the screw gate, it would screw up. Yeah, but it's on your harness. That's the big difference here. When it's on your harness, if for some reason, which it's not going to be bouncing off stuff, it's floating in the air. If for some reason you look down and it's slightly unscrewed, you can just screw that up real quick, and it's not a big deal. So I always screw up when it's on my harness, and that's the reason. Most devices, they're not meant to be oriented in this direction, and it's just consistent. And I like the device on the big side of the carabiner, the large rounded side. And again, if anything happens, you can just make the adjustment on your harness. It's not a big deal. So with that, this has been Jeff Zafford with another Rock Climber Life video. Be sure to check out the blog, rockclimberlife.com, for more. Thanks for watching.